Hello, my name's Carly.
And I'm Emily.
And welcome to our channel. This is our first video. We are a health and beauty YouTube channel with a couple of challenges and fun things mixed in between.
We have a few ideas for some videos, but we're open to suggestions, so feel free to comment below.
And we are going to start off our first video with a haul of some new beauty products and skincare and health products that we have recently got. So let's get started.
Right, first I'm going to start with some skincare items. I recently got this Derma E Purifying Toner Mist with algae and green tea antioxidants. It's for normal to oily skin. I love the way this feels when you spray it on. It kind of tingles as it soaks in, and then you can feel it tightening up your pores. I try to focus it in the T-zone to really help soak up those oils. Next is this lavender and matcha face mask. It's very soothing to the skin, rich in antioxidants. I've only used it a couple times. I don't want to use something this strong more than once a week. But afterwards, it soaks out somehow all the redness out of my skin and tightens up my pores very nicely.
So it's like a powder, right?
Yes, it's a powder.
That is so cool.
And you add water to it to make a little paste, but don't add it in here or you'll ruin all of it. Get a little bowl, mix it up. Awesome stuff. I don't know what the brand is. URB Apothecary?
I see it. I do like this jar.
I know, it's a nice glass jar too. Be great to decorate with. Moving on, I got this Kiss My Face deodorant. This is the Sport Strength in the liquid roll-on. Aluminum free, paraben free, artificial fragrance free, and cruelty free. Feels so nice when you roll it on the skin, very smooth, and it does last all day, I feel. It works wonderful.
Question is, why is it called Kiss My Face if it's a deodorant?
So the brand is all kinds of skincare. It's not just deodorant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Should have started with this. I am vegan. All the products I use will be vegan and cruelty free.
I am not, so if anything is cruelty free or vegan, it's on accident. Not that I don't care about that, it's just I don't look for it.
Next deodorant type item are these wipes from Pacifica. This is coconut milk flavored. Great size to just slip in your bag. Living in the South, we sweat a lot.
We need
here. It. So if it's a particularly hot day, I'll just grab one of these wipes. Smells amazing. It's very nice, fresh feeling. Final toiletry skincare type item. This David's all-natural toothpaste. It is fluoride-free, sulfate-free, sodium-free, recyclable tube. It is flavored with essential oils, which I love. Afterwards, my mouth feels nice and minty, which I don't always get out of natural toothpaste, so I really like this one.
And it comes in like a tube that looks like Neosporin or something, and I literally love it. It's just so different. Is that what you meant by like it rolls and like...
Yeah, so it comes with this metal bar that you slip on the end to roll it down.
Oh, it comes with that you... Oh, okay. I thought this itself just rolled it.
No, because it is like... I mean, it's recyclable, so it's a different material. It's a metal versus a plastic.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So, moving from... I guess toothpaste is basically a mouth product, so we're going to move into lipstick on my side. So, I have a couple of different lipsticks. They're all different types, but so I have this Lip Intensity by MAC. It is in the color Smoked Almond. It goes on really creamy, and it doesn't dry matte, which I have so many matte colors, I don't need more. But
I love that shade for all skin tones too.
Right? It's such a nice shade that can work for any skin tone. It's brownish. It's like very brown, but it has a nice pink undertone to it, which is great. And the next lip product I have is NYX Lingerie in the color Honeymoon. It is probably one of my favorites. I'm wearing it right now. I think it should be called Swiss Miss because it looks like hot chocolate. Not even kidding. So I'm going to put it on here for you guys to see. But it goes on very creamy, and I love how creamy it is. The only thing I've noticed is that with this color, you need to, well, with this product in general, the NYX Lingerie, it might not be this color, but every color, when you're wearing it throughout the day, you need to make sure your lips stay moisturized because it'll start getting crumbly, and you don't want that. It looks weird, and then you have to like wipe the entire thing off and then put on a whole nother thing, which isn't fun. And then this one, I actually didn't get myself. My cousin got it for me. Well, she didn't even get it for me. She has one of those subscription boxes, and she doesn't use lipstick, and told me that she wanted to give me this one. And it is in the color Pillow Talk, and it is by Julep. It's super cute. It dries very matte, and it stays on all day. Unless you're eating, if you're eating and drinking a lot throughout the day, then it's gonna be a little hard to keep on, but just reapply. But either way, I love all the colors. They're gorgeous. So, want to move on to your contour stuff?
I will. This palette by Pacifica. It's called the Coconut Multiples. I don't know if it's a powder or a cream. Can't tell, but it feels wonderful on your face. You have a nice bronzy color, then blush, gorgeous highlight, and they all have a slight shimmer to them. I also love this because use it on your skin, use it, you know, as an eyeshadow palette, double duty, works great.
Is it a powder or a cream?
It's kind of like a mix, like I don't know. Next item by Essence. So I recently discovered this brand, don't know a lot about them except for they are cruelty free. Most of their products are vegan. If they're not, it'll say on the information in the back pretty clearly. So this is a blush, and the color, adorable. Nice peachy tone. It's not super pigmented, but it does give a nice natural glow, which I like.
So I'm going to show you some highlights and blushes that I have. This highlight I absolutely adore, and this wonderful woman right here gave it to me. It's called High Beam from Benefit. It's a very pinky tone. I'm actually wearing it right now with a powder on top of it. And I love the way this goes on. I just kind of dot it on and then just kind of rub it in and tap it in. And it comes out really great. But then to put to make sure it sets, I use this highlight from Revolution, which is also a makeup brand that I just recently found. We both found Essence and Revolution on the same day. And I absolutely love Revolution. They have very good products. This is in the color Peach Lights, and it's just their Baked Vivid Highlight. It's beautiful, and it pretty much matches the liquid that I have really well. And so on top of that, I also have some blushes I recently got. I have two blushes from Sephora. One is in the color Crazed and Confused, which is this very hot pink. It doesn't go on as hot pink as you'd think. Also, smell that. It smells delicious, right? I was very confused on why the hell it had like a scent to it, but it's great. And then this one's a lot more of a deep red than it looks. It's just that I have some foundation on it. But this one is called Young Love. I'm not too sure how I feel about these blushes yet because they're a cream blush and I thought they were a powder. But overall, I do like the color intensity that it has, and the pigment is really nice. It's just, I'm not sure if I know how to use the cream very well yet because you have to find a balance between having too much blush on your face and too little blush on your face. And the last blush product I have is by Revolution as well, and it is their Ultra Blush Palette in Hot Spice. I thought these colors were a lot more vivid than they are. I was going to use them as eyeshadows because they look like just browns and oranges, but then because on the back of the box they had it in like a pixely photo, it was weird. It wasn't like the actual colors themselves, but these are what they look like. I'm trying to cover this mirror as well as possible, but I actually really like them as blushes. I was gonna use them as eyeshadows when I first had thought that they were a lot more pigmented than they are, but overall I've used almost all of them. There's a couple I haven't tried yet, but they are really good and their blushes are amazing.
Moving on from blushes, next we're gonna do eyeshadows. I have these two from Essence, that same brand, and like I said, you have to read the back to make sure it is vegan. This is in the shade Rosy Flamingo.
That is such a cute name. I'm sorry.
Super light, gorgeous, perfect for brow bone, inner corner of the eye. Also, I've used it as a highlight as well. Very nice. Second from Essence. What's this one called? Keep calm and berry on.
Like berry, like a berry? Like,
yeah, like a berry.
That's adorable. Oh
nice
my gosh.
plum shade. I will say these eyeshadows are not super pigmented, but they do give a nice flush of color. And I mean, they're only like $2 a piece, so I was like, why not try them out? Pretty nice. I like them so far.
That's always really smart.
Experimenting with them.
So the next palette that the next palette I have is now moving on to eyeshadow palettes. And this is also a Revolution eye palette. It is called Redemption Eyeshadow Palette Iconic 3. That is a name, let me tell you. So I really wanted the Naked 3 palette, and I don't have it. But they had, which it's $54 for that, and I'm not the kind of person to spend a lot of money on makeup. Nah, that's a lie. I spend a lot of money on makeup, but just not each thing itself. So that makes sense. But this palette is the exact dupe of Naked 3. So we know someone who has the Naked 3 palette, so we brought it.
We jacked Amy's palette.
So I will show you them right next to each other. Literally the exact same colors. The Revolution palette might be a little less pigmented than the actual Naked 3 palette, but they're literally the exact same. So if you're looking for a cheaper way to get your Naked 3 palette, go to Revolution.
And they have lots of different palettes too.
Oh, most definitely. They have a couple of other dupes for the other Naked palettes as well, and then they have their own colors as well. And the last palette that I have is a makeup palette as well, but it is a Sephora palette that I recently got, and it is amazing. I live for all of these colors. There's so many sparkly ones, but there are also a lot of matte ones. And then if you flip up the mirror on the side, it gives you little tutorials about things. They're pretty basic tutorials, so it's just giving you a helpful hint on how to use the eyeshadows, but once you know what you're doing with the makeup, you can do whatever you want with them. It's absolutely wonderful.
I'm loving the green one. Yeah?
I know. It's
black green.
It's so nice because it looks like it's really dark, but when you start moving your head, because you know how highlights work, like it's like, oh, shimmering over here, now over here. You see the random little sparkles of green. It's great. I did a tutorial for myself, I guess I should say. I can do one for you guys if you want with that green, and I use some of that too. But either way, it's a wonderful palette. The colors take a little time to get pigmented. You have to keep adding them on. Sometimes I get a little frustrated and just kind of like use my finger and rub it in and tap it on my eye, because that usually works pretty good. But overall, that is all of our products.
Oh wait.
Oh, I lied.
More.
She has one more.
One more thing. God, Carly, love you. Final item going on with eyeshadows are these 3 brushes from Real Techniques. This one is number 201. You can tell I've been using this guy a lot. He's starting to change color, even though I just washed them today. This is number 200 and 203. All 3 of these together, perfect combo for doing your eyeshadow. I mean, love them. And they're gorgeous. I mean, look at that.
That's really pretty. What kind of brush, what is this?
They're synthetic bristles, yeah, obviously.
Well, yeah,
I would not use. I'm animal fur.
I wasn't saying it was going to be animal fur. I was just asking.
Yeah, they're synthetic.
I didn't know if
So.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that is everything that we have today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun filming this. And we really, like we had said earlier, if you have anything that you want to see, if there's anything that you're interested in, please let us know in the comments below. And like and subscribe, please.
Ready?
Is that the one we're going to do?